Mentioned in Miami, couple months, only thing rented. Went to Johnny Dang for a penny, that was 350. Heard that it get.
Shooting at 60, number 5, Anthony.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll grab this. It's not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
And now the opening lineup for Mexico City. And it's Smooth in at the 4. Collins, no good. And here's Minnesota now. Pass to Hero. Here's Thompson. Beyond the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Here's Smooth. Coming off a solid outing against Toronto. Matthews misses. And here's Edwards outside. Mexico City with a rebound. Last time they met was in Minneapolis, where they beat the Timberwolves.
Oh, my. Talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
Here's Goodwin. He picked up 15 in their last win against New York.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
Smooth pass to Collins. Here's Smooth. The stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Offensive board. Petre. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Goodwin. Here's Misi, coming off a terrific game against New York. And the basket by Edwards.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Collins passes to Matthews. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
For Mexico City, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
Clock at 2. Another 3 for Mexico City.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Timeout.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at Mexico City, and they've got the top spot in the conference, a testament to their hard work all year long. And of course the Timberwolves, behind 4.5 games.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, we'll see if they can up the ante down the stretch. They still have a lot of work to do in order to rise to the top.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game. First free throw is good.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Here's Smooth. He's got 5. The 3. Thompson pulls it in. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Left side, Edwards. Pass to Goodwin from behind the arc. Mexico City with a rebound. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And in that game, they owned the glass. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Well, watching the film, I thought they did a great job playing with energy.
Here's Smooth. They set the pick. Takes the three. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. Here's Goodwin. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Collins. Here's Smooth. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Thompson outside. It's Edwards on the wing. He had 19 points in the win against New York.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
Here's Smooth, following the score by Minnesota. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Matthews. The floater, and it's good on the layup. Smooth's got 9.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Outside Edwards. There's a screen. There's the 3. Mexico City. With a rebound.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Smooth. It's rebounded by Goodwin. Timberwolves trail by 5. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Messi. And here is Thompson. It's Edwards on the wing. On target from range. Give him 8.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Collins outside. Here's Matthews. He's guarded by Hero. Throws it up high. Thompson with a steal. Pass to Goodwin.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my God.
That'll be a move to remember.
Wow. Yeah, great creativity in the air. And Graham, by now, many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of the season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
Here's Smooth. He's got 9. Down low. And that one's good. B-Train.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
I'm being told we've got Shams Charania on the line with a developing story. Shams, what's the scoop?
Thank you, B.A. The news about New Orleans today, as the Pelicans front office is making early season changes. They were able to acquire the 7-footer Ivica Zubac. He's a presence in the paint who'll clean the glass, bring them some more size and rim protection. I'm told they feel very strongly about how big of a piece he'll be for them moving forward.
Shams, thank you. Always some intriguing news breaking in the NBA. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Inside, B-Train. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. B-Train's got 7. Timberwolves trail by 3. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
Goodwin passes to Murray. Launches a three, and the three-pointer goes.
You have to watch Murray closely at the perimeter. He won't hesitate to flex his range.
Collins a screen. Here's Alvarez. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Goodwin, and he dunks it down.
The combo guard, Murray, capable of hurting you with his scoring as well as with his passing.
Collins outside. Pass to Freeman Liberty. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Outside Johnson. Now here's Murray. To the inside. Kicks it out to Clark. There's the triple. And again, it's Minnesota with a three. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
The 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Collins outside. Alvarez, the pass to Matthews. Here's Alvarez. And here's Collins for three. The rebound by Murray.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Goodwin. Lets the three fly. Collins with the rebound.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Alvarez. Out to the right wing. Collins against Murray. And once again, off the mark, Mexico City.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Clark, no good. Mexico City shooting about 47% during this first quarter. Pass to Alvarez. Here's Matthews. 6 to shoot. Stop the drought. Doesn't go for him.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Here's Goodwin. Off target with the three. Goodwin's gotten 3 of his 9 shots to fall so far. Collins outside. Sends it home from three-point land. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Now here's Murray. And he also played a big role in their last game with New York.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Collins. Pass to Alvarez. Puts up a three. Another three from Mexico City.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And here's Clark for 3. He buries it from 3. Clark's got 6.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Clark's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to fall from beyond the arc. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Alvarez, the pass to Matthews. Shot clock at 6.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Clark, the pass to Goodwin. Outside Johnson. There's the screen by Johnson. Murray for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
So active on offense. Murray doing it himself.
Pass to Freeman Liberty. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Mexico City ahead. They're up by 1. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Mexico City.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition.
On the court for Mexico City, they've got James, and it's B-Train in at the 5 down low. Stand back in your early coaching days, what was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Both good from the line that time.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
It's Edwards on the wing. It's good! Edwards, what strength!
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Pass to Drew. Here's B-Trey. He has 7. Six on the shot clock. Whitehead. No good. Unable to win this run. Minnesota leading by 6. With the floater. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And what I also like is that they're being aggressive with the opposition, forcing them to foul them and then coming through at the strike.
Now a timeout called by Mexico City. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
During these last 10 games, he's been a menace on the defensive end. Poking balls loose, jumping passing lanes. He's been all over the place and piling up the steals as a result.
Here's Drew. No made baskets yet. Pass to Smooth. They set a pick. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
James outside. To halt the run. And he buries his first look.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Edwards. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Drew, the pass to Whitehead. Here's B-Trey from the arc. Unable to get that one. Pass to Goodwin. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And a Foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Love this intensity from Hero. I mean, he's willing to get physical there inside.
These are his first free throws of the game. And that's good as he hits both shots.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Pass to Whitehead. Here's Drew. The 3. And James gets it to go. James has got 6 here in the quarter.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Hero for 3. Mexico City with a rebound. B-Train's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Smooth. Here's Drew. Here's Smooth. He's got 9. The 3, James. He can't hit that time. Thompson with some nice D. Right side Edwards. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
Now a timeout called by Mexico City. And defense is all about will and desire. Here are the NBA leaders in steals so far. You look at Thompson, he's been a real pest on defense. 4th in steals right now.
His defensive focus has been superb these last few games, continuously finding ways to strip ball handlers and upset the offense.
Smooth shot is good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Thompson. Back to Hero. So the ball out of bounds. Hero touched it last. And so James will bring it up for Mexico City. They host the Pistons after this one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Pass to Whitehead. Over to the left wing. Here's Drew. Here's B-Train. And it's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Collins, he's checked in for Whitehead. Here is James. And here's Collins for 3. Thompson pulls it in. The Timberwolves lead by 7. Pass to Goodwin. From deep. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Goodwin's got 8 points in the quarter.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Substitution report.
Mexico City shooting about 43% in this one. Pass to Alvarez. Over to the wing. Matthews passes to Alvarez. Here's B-Train. It's rebounded by Goodwin. Goodwin's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Pass to Collins. Here's Alvarez. Collins a screen from outside the arc. Hits a 3-pointer. Alvarez got 9.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
And here's Hero. 17 points in his last outing. Clock at 6. Here's Misi. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Yeah, nice handoff by Hero. Moving it when the play doesn't get him a shot.
Lets it fly from 18. And that one's good. B-Train. He's got 9.
The turnaround so difficult to perfect, but hard to see anything wrong with that one.
Here's Edwards. Goes back up. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Matthews' shot is good.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Mexico City making the switch here. Matthews checked in. Minnesota leading by 8. Murray scanning the floor. Over Collins. Murray's shot is good.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
Now Collins. 9 points for him in his last game. Pass to Alvarez. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Misi's got 4 rebounds now.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And there's the screen. Murray passes to Kersey. The rebound by Matthews.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here's Collins. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Collins has got 5 points. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Clark. Johnson on the wing. Now Murray. Outside Johnson. 5 on the clock. And here's Clark for 3. The rebound by Matthews.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Here's Johnson. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Pass to Freeman Liberty. Puts it up from 17, and he hits the jump shot. Freeman Liberty's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, man, they have really heated up from mid-range.
Outside Murray. To the paint. Here's Kersey. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Kersey's got his first 2 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And he lobs it up. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Alvarez. Offline with a 3.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, and I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own.
Here's Matthews, covered by Johnson. Matthews' shot is good. Matthews got 8.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Clark right side. 4-3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
Mexico City shooting about 43% from the field in the second. Pass to Freeman Liberty. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Murray passes to Johnson. Back to Murray. And he drives in. The Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Hits both from the stripe.
You know, I just love the moxie Murray has to his game. He's so fast and supremely confident.
Collins outside. Here's Freeman Liberty. And it's off from three-point range.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Johnson. Murray with it. To the middle. Misi. Mexico City with a rebound. To the left wing. Here is Freeman Liberty. He's got 5. Here's Collins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Collins has gotten 4 this quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment.
Welcome, everybody.
Give them credit. They just keep coming, pushing the action, drawing lots of whistles. They actually made the game kind of Kenny. Get it?
And it's time now for the... That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
They've got Tyler Hero. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Mexico City shooting a solid 47%. Pass to Smooth. Let's go with a 3. Here's the pick. The floater. Here's Betray. Here's Whitehead. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. On the wing, Thompson. No good on the 3. Mexico City has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Smooth. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Goodwin's got 8 rebounds in the game. Outside Edwards. Fires the 3. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. And the upcoming schedule for Mexico City. On Thursday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Detroit Pistons. And then on Saturday, they head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento.
And for their matchup with the 76ers, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Puts up a deep 3. And once again, off the mark, Mexico City.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the 3rd quarter.
Hero outside. Drains the triple. Hero's got 5 now.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Edwards looking for an opening. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Whitehead. Lots of room. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Whitehead's got his first points in this one.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
And here's Thompson for three. He drops it from range. For Mexico City, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Now a timeout called by Mexico City. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Here's Drew. Hits the trifecta.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Pass to Goodwin. Back to Hero. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. James with the ball. 6 points for him. They set the pick. Here's Drew. And the three off target. And so Hero will bring it up for the T-Wolves. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Mexico City with a rebound. Smooth's got his 6th rebound on the night. Back to James. Ooh, it's stolen away. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Goodwin. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Now, he shot well from the line tonight, going 4 of 5. First one falls for him. So he gets them both. For Mexico City, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. To the wing, right side. Here's Whitehead, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Can't hit that one. Minnesota leading by 10. Pass to Goodwin. Outside Edwards. Now Thompson. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Smooth. Pass to B-Trade. Here's Smooth. Right wing. Pass to Drew. Down to 5 on the shot clock. B-Trade. Pass to Drew. Shoots over Hero. Once again, off the mark, Mexico City.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Edwards finds Hero. Edwards with it. Here's Goodwin from downtown. They grab their own miss. Inside, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
Here's Whitehead to the wing on the left. Pass to James. Here's Smooth. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Hero. 5 points in the game. Outside Edwards. Here's Goodwin. Thompson outside. Three-pointer off the mark. And, Coach, how about the Thompson twins making their impact felt in the 2023 draft?
Yeah, Brian, we've seen twins in the NBA before, albeit not very often. But these two made history that draft day, becoming the first pair of twins to be selected in the top 5 of the same draft.
Here's Goodwin. 17 points in the game. And another basket for Minnesota.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Smooth pass to Collins. Driving inside. And down it goes. 2 points. Collins has got 9.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Some changes for Minnesota. Clark has checked in for Thompson. Johnson comes in for Edwards. And Jamal Murray is subbed in for Hero. Now here's Murray. 10 points for him. A deep three. The shot no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Alvarez, the pass to Matthews. Here's Collins. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Timberwolves lead by 10. Goodwin passes to Murray. Pass to Goodwin. The 3-ball. Mexico City with a rebound. Matthews got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Collins, defended by Murray. Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Murray against Collins. Here's Goodwin. 3-pointer. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 7 assists in the game. And so it's Collins who brings up the ball for Mexico City. Out to the right wing. Pass to Alvarez. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. That won't go either for Collins.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Outside Murray. There's a screen. To the paint. Cuts off the pass. Here's Matthews. Covered by Johnson. Matthews passes to Alvarez. Here's Matthews. Give him 8. Matthews' shot is good.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
The Timberwolves lead by 9. Outside Murray. Fires from deep. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
For 3, Collins sinks the tray. Collins has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
They set the screen. Here's Murray. Mexico City with a rebound. Pass to Collins. Tipped. Here's Matthews. Somehow scores the layup in traffic. There's 1:34 left in the third. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. The Timberwolves making a switch here. All right, let's take a moment to appreciate some of the NBA's toughest defensive teams. The 4th spot held by Minnesota.
Both teams really take pride in their defense and shutting one another down, which is kind of refreshing to see in a league widely dominated by offense.
Pass to Goodwin. Banked it in off the glass. Goodwin's got 24 points.
And even though it wasn't a great screen, he found a way to create some space.
Here's Alvarez. Clark covers. Here's Collins. And Hero grabs. The board. The Timberwolves lead by 9. Clark outside. Pass to Johnson. Hero for 3. Counted from distance. Hero's got 8.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here is Freeman Liberty. Back to Collins. Lets it go from deep. Shot's good by Freeman Liberty. Give him 8.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
Bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Kersey, pass to Goodwin. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Johnson. Hero for 3. The rebound by Matthews. Matthews got 5 rebounds tonight. To the right side. Pass to Collins. And he gets it to go. Collins has got 9 points in the quarter.
Willing passers, unselfish play. Have to appreciate this kind of offense.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter with a 7. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Mexico City, they've got James, and it's Whitehead in at the 2.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Here's Goodwin. It's blocked. James deciding where to go with it. And there's the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. And so Hero will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Messi. Now here's Thompson. Oh, from deep. Drew with a rebound.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Here's Smooth. Over to the wing. Here's Whitehead. That misses. And a chance to tie it. Minnesota leading by 3. Thompson with it. Picked up by James. Thompson passes to Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, it's so difficult to outsmart Edwards as a defender. He'll just come right into you.
And really strong at the line since the break.
And he can't hit the second.
And crucially, he did enough there to make it a 2-possession game.
James passes to Drew. Here's Betray, defended by Thompson. And they pick up 2. Betray's got 6 points in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And there's a pick. And here's Edwards outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Well, we got a chance here to check up on Jamal Murray's status. What do you have, Allie?
Thank you, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation. It's tough losing a player like this near the halfway point of the season. They'll just have to find a way to replace his production until he comes back. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
Pass to Messi. This one for three. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game, first here in this second half.
James passes to Drew. Here's Betray. Jacks up a three. Scoring. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
No one covering. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Here's Betray, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep, and until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Yeah, something else I love that they're doing is driving into the lane and getting the shots they want in penetration.
And that's his sport. Getting into the danger area now. He's going to have to be a little more cautious down the stretch.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Hero, the pass to Edwards. Takes one from 10 feet, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Edwards has got 24.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Back to James. No good there. Betray. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Betray's got 16 points here in the second half. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Hero, the pass to Thompson. Shoots from 12. No good, a bit long that time. Mexico City has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. Fast break, Minnesota. Oh, it's Edwards all the way.
Talk about a guy who runs the floor. Edwards gets down there on the fast break so quickly.
James passes to Smooth. Here's Whitehead, knocked loose, stolen by Hero. In transition, here they come. Jumps up, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
Well, defensively, all eyes are on Edwards, and that creates opportunities for others.
Here's Whitehead, launches it. It's rebounded by Goodwin. Goodwin's got 11 rebounds in the game. Mexico City making a switch here. For Mexico City, they've gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this 4th quarter. Pass to Whitehead. And here's Collins. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. Collins has got 19 points.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Thompson. Excellent D there from Collins. For Mexico City, they've gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the 4th. Here's Smooth. Here's Betray. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Here's Misi. Hero for three. It's not going to go for him.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Collins to tie it up. Nails it from three. Collins has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's making a concerted effort to use the three-point shot here in the second half. Only 1 in the first, 3 since the break.
Now Edwards. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
Matthews passes to B-Train. Now here's Collins to take the lead. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Goodwin's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Pass to Thompson. To the inside, Edwards. And he banks in the layup. And now it's a 4-point Minnesota lead.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Whitehead. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Thompson's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Goodwin, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Down low. Here's Smooth. It's rebounded by Goodwin. Minnesota leading by 4. Thompson passes to Hero. Here's Goodwin. The 3 is up. Connects from downtown. Goodwin's got 27 points.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
Pass to Smooth. And here's Collins. They need this. Here's B-Train. Tipped. Hero for 3. Collins with the rebound. And so it's Collins who brings up the ball for Mexico City. Here's Matthews. Here's Smooth. Takes a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Give him 23.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Pass to Goodwin. Now here's Hero. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Smooth. Defended by Thompson. Here's Matthews. Here's B-Train. With the putback. It's good on the putback.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Gets a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass.
Goodwin passes to Thompson. Pass to Goodwin. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Edwards has got 33 points.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
Here's Smooth. It's tipped. There's a minute 26 left to play in the 4th quarter. Goodwin passes to Hero. Here's Edwards. Smooth grabs the miss. Smooth's got rebound number 11. Pass to Matthews. Misses the 3. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Stolen by Collins. Pulls it from 20. And it's good. What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3. The Timberwolves shooting an even 50% since the 4th quarter got underway. Here's Edwards. It falls!
Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the play.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Mexico City's head coach said to the team. He encourages guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what coach is looking for.
And Allie, thank you for that. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
Now a timeout called by Mexico City. They trail by 7. Minnesota on D. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Has to smooth. Here's Matthews. Collins with it. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Goodwin. Hero outside. And so it's Minnesota with the W. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
I'm prolific, so gifted.